At some point, you can randomly spend money on a game that you didn't buy, but you've been listening to.
Right.
Well, maybe they want to give it to a friend and show them the addiction that is Civ.
You play as Gandhi or Lincoln, and your weapons are determined by basically who you pick.
So Gandhi gets nuked.
Yeah, there you go.
You were doing so well before this, Dan. You were giving a sound economic argument, but
Right up
come
until
on,
that
man.
one. Really?
You thought you were done with him. You thought it was over, but it's not over. Shaka's gonna be in a Civ game again, and it's going to be
I was
cool.
actually kind of impressed how long we went without mentioning the Zulu at all, to be honest. Fans are going to be happy sitting with Civ 5 for a couple of years until the next one is ready to roll out. And I'm thinking you do realize that people are going to pounce all over that wording, right?
Speaking about Thunder and Lightning, though, is there meaning behind Frax's Brave New World cover art?
Oh, dear.
Right, because the victory condition kind of implies that this is the way you should be playing, not necessarily the way that you have to play. I mean, perhaps you like to fail on purpose, or incidentally.
Yeah, kind of like selling all your stuff to the AI before you dow.
He also mentions that in his post, as a matter of fact.
Damn.
That doesn't happen in our games at all.
That is not an exploit. Yeah, that's just a painfully obvious tactic.
Yeah, it is a painfully obvious tactic.
You mean the door that makes it feel like you're in a meat freezer?
It's a wooden door, though. It's not a meat freezer. A meat freezer door would have a lock.
Oh, I'm sorry, a medieval meat freezer.
When you are trying to speak, can you tell other people around you, like, to shut the hell up? You're trying to do a podcast. Great, thanks. Channeling the inner 4-year-old in all of us by asking why.
Why? Why are the workers left-handed, guys?
This is from Gamgee. Newbie question, planes. What are they good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mackie. I was about to say I'm going to resist the obvious musical prompting.
Are the fans going to do everything? No, shut up and let people make money off things that they build.
You know, there are probably some people out there that would feed and shelter them.
Yeah, there is.
I know that's besides the point, but
it is besides the point, but I think there would be.
But then he says, I can keep making excuses if you like, but the fact is the closest I had come to playing a Civ game by the time Sid Meier and Company designed to bestow Civ 5 upon the world was starting a game of The Sims once.
Yeah, that was not even close.
Let me tell you, Mike, that's like saying the closest one ever got to driving a car was taking a pogo stick out of its box.
Yep.
That's terrible.
And they also have a unique building called the Casbah, which I don't know what it does, but unless it rocks, I'm not interested.
I was about to make that joke.
If there isn't at least an achievement for that, then
there really is no reason to be so competitive about whose runaway is better than whose. My runaway can beat up your runaway.
Yeah, I definitely laughed when I first read that, because the thread did start sort of taking that tone.
It did show up as a barbarian unit in a particular screenshot. I just wanted to mention it because it has gotten like 8 or 9 pages worth of discussion.
Really? An Axeman unit? Okay.
You know, for those people in our audience familiar with Turncast, which is cooperative multiplayer and cooperative-ish, I think this is Q&A-ish.
Q&A-ish, yeah.
Plenty of Q, not enough A.
Imagine us talking. Mackie, Phil, Jason, and I will lay out on the floor, on our stomachs. We got our hands as a bridge and our chin sitting on the bridge of our hands, and our eyes wide open, and blick.
Tell us more about the mystical land of E3.
Tell us the story of E3, Mr. Magin.
The mystical land of E3.
Were there dragons?
Fun will now commence.
Do it.
Is that how this works?
Do it now.
You will have fun.
Make with the fun. You must. Now. Go. Have it now.
Is the fun time now?
Copyright Civilized Communication at civcom.net. You know what? I'll do the introduction. I think it's been a while since I've done an introduction.
Yeah, do some work around here.
Jeez, man.
I'll let you get away with that comment because you have boobies.